Hi, it's Paul Jordan. If you're starting your own business, you should really be looking at outsourcing to get work done that you can't do yourself, or you don't have time to do yourself, or that someone else can do a better job of. So if we look at things like images, when you write the specification for your work, you need to be very clear on who has ownership of the delivered images or the delivered photos. Now, some of the outsourcing sites will take care of this automatically in their own terms and conditions, but please be really sure that you own the assets when they're delivered. I've heard horror stories where photographers have provided photos and then the photos have been used in subsequent material and the photographer has claimed rights over those photos. So be very, very clear who the asset rights belong to when the images or photos or videos or whatever it is that you're having done is delivered. So make sure that's really, really clear and that you thoroughly understand that. And when you're specifying the work that you're having done, be sure to specify the format that you want the images delivered in, whether it's SVG, PNG, JPG, WebP, or some other format. There's so many different formats, so be sure that you specify the exact format that you want the deliverables to be in, and what dimensions, the width, the height, aspect ratio, frames per second, all that kind of stuff. And it might be useful to actually determine where those images are going to be posted. For social media, for example, there are specifications for the different social media channels that will dictate the format of the video or the image that you're having created. Another very important consideration is the software that you want to be used, because most times when the images or the videos are delivered back to you by the contractor, you want them in a format that you can use your own software to edit. Now, I would really stipulate that, for example, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, whatever software it is that you may use yourself, you should insist that the contractor has not only the same software, but it's on the same platform, i.e. either Apple or Windows, and they have the same version. Now that's very important. It may sound trivial, but it's not, because what you might find happen is that the deliverables that are given to you, they work fine, they seem fine, but it could be that when you come to edit it with your own software, that for some reason there's a compatibility issue and you've got images and deliverables that you can't actually edit subsequently. So be sure to specify the version of the software for whatever it is you're doing, not just for images, but this is true of any other kind of electronic deliverable that you're talking about as well. Now, in terms of having a website done by a contractor, there are many, many different approaches to having this done for you. I would always ensure that the contractor either has his own environment, i.e. his own domain, where he can construct the website and then you can go in and review it and test it and make sure you're happy with it, and then it can be migrated across to your own domain subsequently for you to review and sign off. Now, with many hosting platforms, or I should say with many hosting companies such as SiteGround, which is one I highly recommend, they have the facility to provide what's called a staging environment. So if you have a live website that you want to make changes to, don't. Take a copy, load it into your staging environment, and there your outsourcer can log in, make changes, and then you can test it in this offline environment. Make sure you're happy with the website, make sure it works correctly, the links are all okay, everything looks hunky-dory, and then when you're fully happy with it, you can press a button, click, and it will be promoted into the live environment. You should never be making changes in a live environment, because if things go belly up, you could be stuck with your website down and having to do a restore, all that kind of thing. Not good practice. And it always frustrates me when I see these little signs, website down for rework. Well, that's crazy, because your website's 24/7, it should be there working for you all the time. There's absolutely no reason really to take a website down while you do work on it, because you should have a staging environment, a completely separate environment where you do the work or get the work done for you by a contractor, where you can approve it, it's safe, nobody's going to see it, it's not going to cause any problems, and then once it's fully approved, you get that copied across into your live environment. As I said before, the likes of SiteGround, they provide an inbuilt fantastic feature that makes that very easy to do. I would also suggest that you have a clause in your agreement with the contractor whereby they agree to fix any problems or things that slip through testing within a period of, say, 30 days. And it could be that you tie that into a retainer such that you pay 90% of the project cost when the whole thing's been delivered and signed off, and then you pay the remaining balance at the end of the 30-day period. You have to make that very clear up front. Don't do anything sneaky. You want to be completely upfront and honest, but explain to the contractor that that's the arrangement you'll be doing. The reason for that is that if you do discover a problem within 30 days of it being delivered and signed off, you want to get it fixed. And if there's no financial interest to do that, then is the contractor going to come and fix it? Sadly, it's probably quite unlikely if they're busy doing other paid work. But if they've got an incentive to come back and fix the problem that you found within the 30-day period in order to get paid that last bit of balance, then that's a good thing to set up, I would suggest. Another thing, be extremely clear on who's doing the work. On the likes of Fiverr and many of the other outsourcing websites, you can read the reviews and see the fantastic examples of work that people have done. But you want to make sure that the person that you see advertising and the person whose reviews that you're reading is the actual person that does the work for you. What's happened to me in the past, in my naive days many years ago, is I read all the fantastic reviews, gave the contractor some work. What did he do? He subcontracted to someone else who was completely rubbish. So make sure that in your agreement, in your wording, that you insist that the person that does the work is the very person on Fiverr who's advertising, and that he does not, by any method at all, subcontract to a third party who may well do inferior work, which will lead to all sorts of problems, all sorts of delays. Don't do it, don't go there. Just be sure that the person you expect is actually doing the work. Okay, so that's it for the first part of my video on outsourcing. I've got more parts to this that will come subsequently, so look out for it, and I hope that's really useful, and I wish you continued success with your online business. See you again soon. Bye.